appreciate can be used to show that you value someone or something and think that they're important or special. After appreciate, we use the person's name or the thing you value. I appreciate Luciana. She's amazing. You can also use appreciate to show that you're thankful for someone's actions. I really appreciate you organizing the party. I appreciated your help. I needed it. Appreciate can be used to say that something has increased in financial value or price. The value of my investment appreciated by 20% over the last 5 years. Finally, we can also use appreciate to mean that we understand the situation fully and realize how important it is. I don't think you appreciate how serious the situation is.
Welcome back to BBC Learning English. I'm Sam, and today we're looking at the difference between come back and go back. They both mean to return, but we use them differently. We use come back when we return here. So for example, I'm in the BBC building now. Tonight I will go home, and tomorrow I will come back here. Like a full circle. We use go back to mean that we return there. For example, I am at work now and tonight I will go back home. I am not at home now, but tonight I will go back. Half the circle. So please come back to BBC Learning English for more videos.
Hi everyone, Dan for BBC Learning English here with a quick explanation of the difference between remember and remind. Now, both remember and remind are verbs of memory, but they are not the same. Remember is about having a memory and has two verb patterns. Number one, remember plus verb ing is used when you remember something from the past. For example, I remember saying, hi everyone. Hi everyone, Dan. See? Number two, remember plus full infinitive is used when something is to be done in the future. For example, I must remember to do my shopping later. However, remind means make someone remember. Its verb pattern is remind plus somebody plus a full infinitive verb. For example, you must remind me to do my shopping later. Something can also remind someone of something. For example, this cup reminds me of my other cup.
Hi, I'm Phil, and I'm going to tell you the difference between little and a little. Yes, they almost mean the same thing. No, we don't use them in the same way. They both refer to small quantities and we use them with uncountable nouns. If we use little with no article, then it's usually negative. The small quantity is a problem. There's little money left, we can't buy anything. Or there's little time left, we need to start now. But if we use a little with the article, it's usually positive. It almost means at least we've got some. We've got a little money, let's spend it on a party. We've got a little time, let's have some tea. Remember it like this. If you've got a little money, but little time, you could pay someone to help you. But if you've got little money and a little time, you should do it yourself.
Hi, this is Keith from BBC Learning English, and today I'm going to tell you the differences between while and during. We can use while and during to say that a shorter event happened within a longer event. They mean the same, but the grammar is different. After while, we have a clause. A clause is a group of words containing a subject and a verb. So we can say, while I was having lunch, my phone rang. Remember that the verb in the while clause is usually in an ing form. We can also use while with just an ing form. So we can say, while having lunch, my phone rang. So we remove the subject and the be verb. However, during is different because it can only be used with a noun phrase. So we can say, during lunch, my phone rang. We cannot use a clause or just the ing form. So, same meaning, but different grammar.
Hi, I'm Sam from BBC Learning English. People in the UK have a reputation for saying sorry a lot. So let's have a look at different ways you can use to do this. So you can say sorry, you can be sorry, and you can apologize. In each case, we use the preposition to with a person and for to give the reason we're apologizing. I said sorry to my friend for forgetting her birthday. After for, you can use a gerund or a noun. But if you want a simple statement to say, I was wrong, you can use any of these. Careful who you say these to. My bad is very informal and you would probably only use it after making a small mistake. It won't happen again is probably better in more serious situations.
I'm going to teach you some meanings of the word access. As a verb, it means to be able to enter somewhere, like a building, often with permission. You need a key to access the library. It can also be used for getting information or data, often from a digital place. You can only access the files from a work computer. As a noun, we use access to mean a particular way to get into a place. For wheelchair access to the school, there's a ramp. Access can also mean having contact with a person, often if they are very busy and important. Very few people have direct access to the Prime Minister. We hope you didn't find it too difficult to access this video.
Hi, I'm Phil from BBC Learning English. Today, I'm going to tell you how to use to and very. They're both intensifiers, but they don't mean the same thing. We use very to make an adjective or an adverb stronger. So we could say, the building is very old. That could be a good thing. It's beautiful. Or it could be a bad thing. It's falling down. Or it might not matter. If we use to with two O's, then it means it's a problem. You could say, it's too easy. It means it's a waste of time. It's a problem. It's not too difficult. In fact, it's very easy. Just remember that if we use to, it's a problem.
Hi, I'm Sam from BBC Learning English, and today we're going to look at the differences between to match, to fit, and to suit when talking about clothes. To match simply means that two things are the same or very similar, that they look good together. Your blue shirt matches your blue eyes. To fit means that something is the correct size. My glasses don't fit. This is a fact, not an opinion. So if you want to say that you think someone looks good in what they're wearing, to pay them a compliment, then we use the verb to suit. That dress really suits you. Yes, it looks and sounds the same as the noun a suit. The meaning and how we use it are different, but the spelling and pronunciation are the same. Not sweet, suit.
Some words end with an E, and this can affect their pronunciation. We're going to look at two common examples of this today. Firstly, an E at the end of a word can change the pronunciation of the vowel before it. Bit is a short I sound, and bite is a long I sound. Mat is a short A sound, and mate is a long A sound. However, there are many exceptions to this rule. Love, come, some, and have all have E's at the end, but the vowel sound is short. Here's another rule. When a word ends with consonant plus LE, we add an ul sound to the word. Little, circle, able. These are two easy rules for pronouncing words ending with a silent E. They should make things simple for you when reading new words.